Welcome everybody to the Week 2 Monday edition of DFS Rebels, brought to you by BetAngles, with player pick'em contests, computer-generated sports betting picks, and sports research tools. Together, we will rise to the top. I'm David Dietrich, aka Double D. I'm here with Robert Smith. You can call him Twitch. Hey Rob, what time is it?
It's time to join the rebellion.
Alright, so let's dive into this game. So we got the Monday night game. It's between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New Orleans Saints.
I'm never going to get used to that. Las Vegas, Oakland.
Yeah, no, it mixes me up a lot too, so I got to get used to it as well. The New Orleans Saints is a 5.5 favorite. All right, let's talk about the injury report. We got some big ones here. Michael Thomas, the number one receiver on the New Orleans Saints. He's out this week with an ankle injury.
Good, let him be out.
All right, Marcus Davenport, the DN on the Saints, he has an elbow injury. He's out. Linebacker Kiko Alonso, he's out as well. All right. On the Raiders, tackle Trent Brown, calf injury is doubtful. Nick Kowalski, I believe it's his name, linebacker, he has a pectoral injury. He's doubtful. Henry Ruggs himself, he was limited at practice, questionable, but I believe he's going to play.
He's fine. He's a stud.
Yeah, he's going to play for sure. They need him for sure. And then also Tyrell Williams is out as well. All right.
He's fine too.
There's a lot to talk about here. It's the Monday night game. It's week 2. The Las Vegas Raiders, the New Orleans Saints. All right, let's start with the Raiders here.
Because we're doing single games. Gotta figure out who's we're putting up in that MVP captain spot.
Exactly. All right, Derek Carr. I finally got it right, Rob. Derek Carr.
Boy calls him David all the time.
All the time. I don't know why, but yeah, they're brothers, obviously. All right, so Derek Carr. He threw it to 9 receivers last week. He spread the love to everybody. So
he's pretty efficient.
Yeah, no. He was 22 for 30. He had 239 yards and 1 touchdown. Didn't get sacked at all. No rushing attempts. His long was 45 yards. And that was to your boy Henry Ruggs. All right, yeah. Derek Carr. If they want to win this game, they have to establish a run. They have that stud, Josh Jacobs. He had a beast game last week. Let's bring up his stats. 25 rushes, 93 yards. He only had a long of 14 yards. That's interesting. They also got him involved in the pass game. What do you think about that?
Like I said on the last, that they were gonna. I think it was. I want to say it was 20 catches all year last year for Josh Jacobs. I really was predicting a 40 to a 50 catch season this year.
He's off to a good start. He had 4 catches, 46 yards last week.
Yeah, and they didn't even involve Jalen Richard, so it kind of shows you that they are confident in his catching ability.
Exactly. Devontae Booker, he actually got into the game last week, surprisingly. It was a high-scoring game. He was involved. He had 4 carries, 29 yards, and they also targeted him for 3 he had 3 catches for 23 yards, too. That's interesting. Is he like the third down back these days, or what's going on?
I just think they do it when they just need to give Jacobs a quick breather.
Yeah, all right, good call. All right, going back to the Raiders. If they want to win this game, Josh Jacobs, for sure, they have to pound the rock. I know the Saints do have an elite defense. They have some guys up front that can stop the run. But you know what? Josh Jacobs is a stud. They know that, and they're probably going to load the box and make Derek Carr throw the ball. That would be interesting to see. But, if the Raiders, if they want the game script to go in their way, they have to pound the rock.
Yeah, they absolutely have to. And you got to look at who's going to be doing what with the injuries out. What might happen with Ruggs, even though he's probably going to get shadowed by Lattimore, I just think he's too fast. He runs a 4.2. That he's going to torch Lattimore. But he's also injured, and a knee injury is pretty bad for someone who moves that fast. So even if he's there just to soak up Lattimore's coverage, then you have to move over to a big favorite of mine, Bryan Edwards. He wasn't involved.
Talk about him. What do you got for him?
He wasn't really involved last game, but a lot of people have been on him through the.
Let's check his stats. He only. What do you got here? He only had. Wow, is this right? He only had 9 targets? 1 target, sorry.
One target, yeah.
1 target.
Yep.
They have to get him involved.
Yeah. So he's very talented. He's going to get more involved in this, especially if Ruggs is banged up. So I'm honestly, I'm targeting him for my my captain spot. I see a lot of targets.
That's a sneaky play. That's a sneaky play.
I love him on DK because up in the captain spot, he's not going to kill your budget. And then who else but my Raiders are going to make Nelson Aguilar have 100% success rate? The one that they always make fun of, that Mr. Drops a lot, hasn't dropped a single pass. He's 1 for 1.
He's looking good so far.
And a touchdown on the
That was Derek Carr's only touchdown in the game. It was to Nelson Aguilar for 23 yards.
So you got to pay attention to Aguilar, Renfro, and Brand Edwards. With Ruggs a little banged up.
Yep, your boy Darren Waller led the team in targets. He had 8 targets.
Yep, you can never forget about Waller. He's always in play.
6 catches for 45 yards.
I know that Waller and Ruggs will be a little on the chalky side, and with Ruggs being banged up, I love to target people like Edwards, Renfro, and Aguilar to be a little different from the field. My game script is Raiders are going to win this in their first game at the Darth Vader.
Okay.
The Darth Vader.
Preach
dome.
to him.
You know, and so I know they have a couple of key injuries. I know we lucked out a little bit with Thomas out, but I think they can do it.
I keep looking at Devontae Booker, man. That's a sneaky play in those single games.
GPP action.
GPP actually, if they fall behind, which could happen, you never know. I mean, they're out Michael Thomas. Devontae Booker could be a sneaky play. Like, they got him involved in the passing game. I'm looking at that. I keep looking at it. I mean, I'm trying to be different. I want to win some money here.
If you're looking at the defensive players on the Raiders, you got Abraham out there. You got Arnett, who hasn't really shown his full potential yet. He's a rookie. He hasn't shown it yet. You can tell he's green. He'll get better. And so they're gonna give a little trouble to the passing offense of the Saints. But Drew Brees is just such a surgeon when it comes. He just it's like a needle the way he gets those passes.
Of course.
Even though they don't have Michael Thomas, they still got Emilio Sanders, who is going to be a fantastic weapon for them. I know they got Traquan Smith is out there. Even Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is a great GPP play with.
Absolutely, I want to talk about him a little bit, but you keep going.
Yeah, with Michael Thomas out, Taysom Hill definitely GPP worthy. So if you were building the lineups around the Raiders, I would GPP it with with Hill, just so you can pay up for Josh Jacobs, things like that. Alvin Kamara always in play. So is Latavius Murray, former Raiders, right there.
Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Good call.
And their defense is pretty good as well. They still have Janaris Jenkins out there. Demario Davis. They have a good defensive belt. Both teams are pretty stacked on defense.
Yes.
So I can't really tell if this is going to be a high octane or it's like a slow paced contest. I'm going to say it's going to be more high octane than anything.
Okay. All right. Let me dive into some New Orleans Saints here. Let me talk about Saints here. All right. Good call on Taysom Hill. Listen, they're going to be without their big star Michael Thomas, so they're going to have to get creative on offense. I know they like to get him involved. Like I said, so they're going to have to. I feel like they're going to involve him a lot more in this game. He's a tricky guy to figure out. He's a good play to throw out there in your GPPs because I feel like no one's really going to be on him. I feel like everybody's going to be on Kamara, Drew Brees, Jared Cook. I mean, they're all good plays. Don't get me wrong.
So Jared Cook, Brees, Kamara, and Sanders are all going to be the chalkier plays on the Saints.
Okay.
So that's why I do like people like Taysom Hill or Traquan Smith.
Yep. Yeah. Traquan Smith, it has speed. He can give you a deep touchdown for sure.
Yeah. So I do
Sneaky
like that.
Play there.
I do like that for GPP, but obviously Sanders is definitely the play on cash games.
Let me dive into the rushing game real quick. It's interesting that I'm looking at this. The New Orleans Saints gave Latavius Murray 15 carries. That's 3 more than Alvin Kamara. I mean, the game last week was close. I'm really surprised that they kept Murray into the game as much. I know that I heard a really crazy stat last week. Do you know that Latavius Murray has not fumbled the ball in the last 500 attempts? Did you know that?
I actually did. I follow Latavius Murray. He's always been a major. I love looking at him in season longs. He's always been pretty solid.
Yes.
On the Raiders and off. I'm not surprised that they're using him and Alvin Kamara. The Saints had a lot of success when they had Ingram and they were doing a Kamara-Ingram 1-2 punch. So I think they want to try the same thing. And continue that success.
Yeah, I mean, if you talk about game scripts here, if the Saints are going to win this game, they're going to pound the ball. Drew Brees is getting old. I mean, they got to lighten up the load for him. I mean, he's not going to live forever. So if they pound the rock, I mean, you know the Raiders, they don't have that much of a good defense. They're gonna score some points on them. Even without Michael Thomas, you know, they can pound the rock with Latavius Murray, Alvin Kamara. They even gave Ty Montgomery a carry. That's crazy.
If you're going to do a game script where the Saints win, I actually do prefer Murray over Kamara, just so you can save a little bit of budget to pay up for somebody like a Breeze. So you can do it that way if you think the Saints are going to win.
Gotcha. So yeah, I want to keep talking about the Saints. Emmanuel Sanders, he's going to be put into the number 1 receiver role.
Yep.
Who's the number 1 cornerback on the Raiders?
That would be Abram.
Yeah?
Yep.
What do you think of that matchup? Who's going to win the battle there?
Well, he's not really a cornerback, but he does match up well out there. But they might give Arnett, but if
Arnett's that rookie they reached for in the first round?
Yeah, if Arnett's on him, it's a rookie cornerback, so you always want to target against the rookie cornerbacks. So that means Sanders could have a great game. There's a lot I need to look into prior to the game about Ruggs' injury and try and see who's going to be matched up where. But either way, Sanders is a great play no matter who's guarding him.
Okay. Any single game Monday night games? Do you ever use the kickers?
I do, yes.
We got one of the best kickers out there. We got Will Lutz.
Well, I love Will Lutz. Will Lutz has won me so much money. Yes, if I was going to go a kicker, it would be Will Lutz all day. I'm off both defenses.
Yeah, not me as well. I mean, the Saints do have a good defense, but I think the Raiders are going to put up some points here. I really do.
This isn't one of those games where, like, normally I'm doing a game script, and on a single game, I'll use all on one team and then one on the other team. This is one where I'll actually do multiple, especially if I want to get Lutz involved, if I'm doing a Raiders-based game.
Yeah, so Monday night game. In my season-long leagues, I did a random thing this week. I went with Daniel Carlson as my kicker. Raiders kicker. I like to have exposure to the last game. I want to put up points at all times. So I threw a pump play. I went with the kicker this week. What do you think?
No, he's going to put up points. Like I said, I personally think it's going to be a higher scoring affair. And, I love the Raiders, but I do know that they can be stopped. And if the Saints stop them, then this kicker has a chance to hit those 40, 50-yard attempts that's going to put up points for you. So, I think he would be a great target, just as well as Lutz. I'm more on Lutz, but,
Okay, another question for you. So let's go back to the captain spots for the Raiders. Who are you liking there? I want to hear it from you.
As of right now, it's going to be Brian Edwards.
Okay.
Or Josh Jacobs. I need to hear a little bit more about Ruggs. But those are the two that I'm mostly keen on.
With Ruggs, they actually got him involved in the rushing attack, too. He did have 2 rushes for 11 yards. So they're going to get creative with him. They got to utilize that speed. I mean, they went after him first round for a reason. Yeah. They got to definitely future him in this game if they want to win the ball.
He's fast. He even said that he's faster than Tyreek Hill. So
That's crazy.
I want to see this.
I want to see that as well. So all right, cool.
If you're looking on captains on the Saints, I love Sanders. I really just like Sanders.
Yes. Do you think he's going to be chalky, though?
He is, but sometimes you need to eat the chalk.
Yeah, I agree.
If you, like I said, if you can get different with an Aguilar or a Latavius Murray or something like that. Sorry.
No, that's all right. We're just talking about the captain spots.
Yeah. But if you get different with the kicker and the Latavius Murray, you're just going to have to eat the chalk sometimes.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be using a lot of Taysom Hill. I think that's a sneaky play. I don't think many people are going to be on him. Like I said, they have to get creative. I wouldn't mind putting Taysom Hill in the captain spot because there's a way they can get him the ball. He passed the ball once for 38 yards. He rushed 3 times for 13 yards.
Yeah.
This guy is just going to be involved. He's gonna score a touchdown. I don't think the Raiders are looking his way.
So this is the way I'm definitely building my lineups. I'm going Raider heavy, and I'm using Taysom Hill and some Lat Murray on the other side.
Are you being biased because you're a Las Vegas Raider fan?
Yeah, a little bit, but I'll explain the Saints side in a minute. So if I'm going Raiders, I'm definitely going Lat Murray, Taysom Hill, and Lutz for my Saints plays. If I'm gonna have some games, some lineups with Saints heavy, and then I'm just gonna bring it around with Bryan Edwards. He's my main play. I'm not gonna pay up for Josh Jacobs because I'll be paying up for Saints players in those builds. So Bryan Edwards is my main play. If you think Aguilar can get another 1-for-1 in a TD, go for it. But
no, I have to agree with you on that one.
So yeah, just so those are my builds, and for contests, cash, you want to keep your bankroll in the positive at all times. Stick with those cash games, the single entry ones. That's my favorite. That's Dave's favorite. Go after those VMAX entries.
Single entries all day, baby.
Single entries all day. Listen, and then I want everyone to cash this week. Get ready for the.
Let's make this money, baby.
Yeah, get ready for our podcast next Thursday when the Jags face the Dolphins.
Make sure you follow us on all social medias. We got YouTube.
Yeah, DFS Rebels on Twitter, on YouTube, and the Facebook page. Thank you guys so much. Stay classy.
We love you guys.
Stay green.
Keep supporting us. Come on, let's go.
Yep.
Let's get this money.
Support us and join the rebellion.